in the occult will go really low because they have abandoned Jesus. They have walked away from the pearl of great price. They have said to Christ, I'm sorry, my wealth is too great, so I can't follow you, because they're rich. And so like a camel entering the eye of a needle, it is so hard for them to choose the kingdom of God. They choose to refuse to honor God. And then they insist upon godly wives. They will literally take food out of your stomach just so you can beg them for food. They will make you vomit. They will grab their 2 fingers and shove them down your throat to make you vomit. And then say, but why is your God starving you? Shut up. Why is your God starving you? I apologize. You literally went and grabbed my pomegranate, my orange juice. You thoroughly went and grabbed my slice of bread, my peanut butter, and my jam. And you made me gag it. So why are you saying I'm starving? I wasn't. I had food in my stomach. You made me vomit that you might rock up a little Messiah. Yeah. And feed me. I apologize, you who are walking around with a Hegelian dialectic. I literally do. I am exquisitely sorry. Profusely am I rocking up here with an apology. You are the problem, not God. I'm not about to walk away from a holy God that availed tampons to me from all different kinds of orifices of the house during a time when you refused to buy them for me, seeing as you impoverished me too much as a 40-year-old woman that can't afford them. You took away my ability to afford basic things like tampons and new panties. And then you say, I'll buy you panties, baby. Ew. How disgusting are you? I will wear them until God is the one that then sees it fit to replenish them. Kita para the same bunga. For 2 years, 3 years, kita para 21 lang kutla ubuti. Boosi, ba loyang, kita ya para 20 atingin say tabocha lang kutla. Until such time that God then avails to me 20 incha. I don't have no other Messiah but the one in the sky. His name is Jesus. I apologize. He is the king and you're not. So with that being a thing, allow me to communicate to you the treacheries of my sorrow last night. I was in so much pain. I was in so much pain. The period pains were just knocking on my door. Like I said, felt like a hard knock, unsanitary, disinfected, unsterilized backstreet abortion. Like ripping out, vacuuming out, suctioning out my womb. That's how my periods feel. I went through that and I was 60, I was 15 all over again. Like I have never experienced that kind of pain since I found out about painkillers. I never let myself go through that horrificness during my period. Never again. And here it is that after my 40th birthday, despite 10 years of sorrow, for the first time again, I felt that pain, feeling listless, knowing that this is gonna last hours, 24 to 48 hours, and this is it. I'm in it. I just gotta deal, NJ. I'm in it. I just gotta deal. Yeah, the pain was violent. But before I went to bed, I scratched all over the show for painkillers because the period pains were threatening. Before they shower you like a flood. It's a little prick here and a little prick there, right? But the heavy, when your flow gets really heavy because you're like in your first day, that's when you will feel like you're being backstreet abortioned. So the earlier night, I told myself that, because I get it, when you forget pain, like even in the Bible, it speaks about the pain of childbirth, how it is that a woman is with great travail until the baby is born and then she's all chill. Yeah, you forget that you were in a lot of pain once the baby's been born. You forget the pain once you've taken a painkiller. So I had forgotten my pain for over 2 decades. I was now a woman in travail again. And I remembered just how bad period pains can get. I remembered. And last night, they were just knocking on my door, suctioning out a perfectly healthy baby using unsterilized tools from a backstreet abortionist. It felt like a backstreet abortion. I was just going through it and I thought I could just sleep through it, but I couldn't. I thought I could just sleep through it, but prior to me going to bed, I get they were just pricking at me. They were pricking a little bit. I thought I was gonna be cool. I ate dinner with them being there, but I could eat. But with the prick, I had scrummaged and searched around in bags to try and find painkillers because I knew how bad they could get. But remember, I'd forgotten what they truly like. I had forgotten. It's been over 2 decades since I had endured that kind of left alone period pain. Yeah. Okay, very well. I scrummage and I scratch all drop trying to see if I can't find the panado zahale, anything. I then find this bottle of alpha lipoic acid. Back when I was busy studying skin on the internet, trying to fix my skin issues, I learned that AL, that acid, right, is beneficial for skin and this and that, and I found abandoned alpha lipoic pills in my mom's wardrobe. She had them because they had put her on some diet, like she was some weight loss diet, some dietitian doctor person had put her on some diet, and she started it and then abandoned it halfway. Like she didn't finish the course. She just dished it because it wasn't working, or she just so she just had abandoned these pills. And I took them. I was not going to drink them. I was going to put remove them from the little capsules, take out the powder, mix it up, and put it on my face as a face mask. That's what I was planning on doing with those A pills, those alpha lipoic acid pills. I was going to put them on my face for a face mask, and it was like a full bottle. Yeah, at the time that was like 2 years ago. 2 years ago that I found that bottle. I was experimenting with skincare, and I did that mask for like 2 weeks, and I also dropped the ball and just dished that bottle of alpha lipoic pills in the wardrobe, and I just dished them. I just left them there. So I'm scratching, trying to find Grandpa Panado, anything that's going to make my evening better. Right? Because I knew that this stuff tends to punch you and kick you in the belly when you're sleeping. They especially scream at you when you're sleeping. I grabbed these pills, right? I take them out. I'm like, okay, here's a pill. These are pills. Let me Google to see if maybe alpha lipoic acid can deal with pain. Lo and behold, I discover on the internet machine that alpha lipoic acid can deal with pain. It's an anti-inflammatory. It's an anti-inflammatory, and the thing that made me decide that I'm going to take these pills for pain was discovering that it's also an anticoagulant. It helps with blood clots, to thin blood, essentially. So, you know how when you are on your first couple of days on your period, I use tampons, right? Because they're just cleaner. I prefer them, type thing. But if you use pads, you would know. I'm sorry for the graphic detail. I told you my ministry is for women. They wouldn't be grossed out by this type setup thing. The blood on your period, on your pad, will in the first day of your period be clumpy, lumpy, like just these little lumps of coagulated blood, these like clots that just come out and just feel like they're thick. Yeah, and I believe that's likely what causes all that pain. The lining of your uterus, as that stuff passes through, that's what hurts. That's what hurts like no man's business. Yeah, so the first day of your period, these lumps are what's coming out of you. And I have not had to see these lumps for years because I've been using tampons. Pads, you'll see flames on pads. I can't stand them. I can't stand pads, plus they move. They're not stable. I don't know. I don't understand how women can use pads and not tampons. It's so much cleaner. It doesn't smell. Yeah, anyway, whatever. Like, I have a thing about pads, but do you? There are people who are scared of tampons. They're scared that they're going to break their virginities or whatever. With them, there's a way to use a tampon without messing with your hymen. It's just about proper training and proper insertion training. You don't have to, don't go straight up. Go at an angle, then you will miss your hymen type thing. Anyway, whatever. That's to girls who are virgins. I used tampons while I was a virgin, and it never messed with my hymen type establishment thing. Anyway, whatever. So here it is that I'm advocating for tampons here. You don't gotta use them. You can use pads if you want, but I don't prefer pads for a myriad of reasons, including the ones I've just highlighted above. But one of the biggest reasons is just that clumping, that clotting. It's like, it's gross. It disgusts me. I can't, right? With tampons, you don't gotta see any of that. Yeah. Anyway, those clumps, because those clumps and bumps, when your blood gets thinned, when you consume, or if you were to grab a sprinkle, an anticoagulating agent, it will separate the clot and just create, I guess, better blood, like just a flow of blood instead of little clumps, instead of little clots. It'll declot the clotting. So I learned online that alpha lipoic acid operates as an anticoagulant. It removes, it softens clots. It makes them more watery type thing. Yeah. When I saw that, I was like, this might work. I don't know. This might work. But I look at the expiration date on this bottle of ALA, and it's 2019. 5 years. 2020, 2021, 2022, 2023, 2024, 2025. 2024, sort of 5 years. But these pills expired in 2019. How in the world am I going to put something in my body that is a pharmaceuticals product for crying out loud? How am I going to put a pill in my body, a chemical that expired in 2019? But you see, that's just what in the world under heaven, poverty, has made me just take in my stride. I see this and I'm like, this thing could make me vomit. I could vomit, I could get sick. A myriad of things could happen if I test these pills. And then in terms of the recommended dosage, it said take one twice daily with your meals. I was like, I'm not taking this for weight loss or whatever. I'm trying to take this for the anti-clogging blocking properties and the anti-inflammatory properties of this, right? It is not marketed as an analgesic, but it does have anti-inflammatory properties, and it also does have anti-clogging or anti-clotting properties, anticoagulant properties. So I was like, this could work, right? Here it is that I'm out here self-medicating. I'm like, this could work. And there's like a whole bunch of them, right? Like a lot. There's a lot of them. More boxing. More this little thingy in my bobby. So God provides tampons to me by me scratching everywhere and finding one here, one there. Old McDonald's farm of tampons. And then in terms of the period pains, I find this bottle of ALA pills. I actually want to show these pills to you so you can understand what I'm not lying. Plus, I need to pee right now. Let me go and get them. What's up? I'm back. I want to show you just what I'm talking about, Lana. These are the pills that I found. And this is how many of them are left in the container. I've taken quite a few since last night. Yeah. There's about like maybe 25 still left in here. And I've taken maybe, as at this point, like maybe 10 or 12 so far, right? And here's the bottle. It's Prime, a dietary supplement. Yeah, a dietary supplement. Alpha-lipoic acid. Alpha-lipoic acid. Prime lipoic acid. And the ingredients list 100 milligrams of alpha-lipoic acid, vitamin E at 50%, 20 grams of which is vitamin E, and 50 grams of ascorbic vitamin C, basically. Okay, this was something that my mom was put on by a dietitian, and she just abandoned it. She didn't use it, and I wanted to use it for my face, but then I ditched it at some point. And just to show you that I was not lying even about the expiration date. The expiration date. Okay, my little filter's gonna fall off there. My little filter's gonna fall off. Expires 04/2019. April 2019. April 2019. Best before. Expire, not even best before, it just expires April 2019. That's the expiration date. Alright? This is one of the tampons that I found. Look at how worn out it is. Because it was just sitting in a bag. It was just sitting in a bag. You can't even see the pink. The wrapping and whatnot, because it had been moving around in a purse, it's such that eventually even some of the color of the pink is worn out. These are the kinds of tampons that I found just lying around. I don't know if you're not going to be able to see how worn out it is. Maybe you can. Actually, you can see that it's not as pink as it used to be. They're worn out. And this one in particular is even a little bit slightly bent out of shape. These are the type of tampons I found, and this is my ALA bottle. Let me just put that over there. Okay, I mustn't forget that I took my SIM card out because I need to replenish it. I need to put it back. Alrighty, okay. I find these alpha-lipoic pills, according to Google, it's an anticoagulant and it's also an anti-inflammatory, so it can be used for pain. And so I go on right ahead and I pop 2 initially, despite the expiration date. I'm like, if I get sick, I get sick, I get sick. If I get sick, I get sick, I get sick. Alright? Yeah. Mind you, every time I ask for painkillers, every time I ask for, what do you call this, for tampons and whatnot, guys, last time I was told, Oskatong kupa anything, because how about the msebetsi of which fell through. Because the individual in question was offering me this job to be an administrator or whatever, was trying to force me. I've already communicated to you guys what's going on. When I refused to take that admin job, I was yelled at and told Uskatlong kupa di tampon ever again. Uskatlong kupa this, Uskatlong kupa that. I go for that interview. I accept my lowliness, my downsizing, my downgrading. I accept to go and work a job as Sangtwaneling. And then the person rescinds. The person rescinds. Abang ghost. She rescinds and then ghosts me. Refuses to even let me know that you were unsuccessful for the job. I did a video where I was explaining an interlude that she's like a power slapper. She slapped me and is now just standing back like everybody else, hoping I'm gonna get taken by some little animal of a man that's going to be like, see, you don't even have tampons, and they offered you a job, but it's not really there. The individual in question that offered you the job rescinded it. Yeah, all I can remember is how it is that I was told don't ask me for tampons ever again. With this person having rescinded the job offer thing, she rescinded it based on, even though she didn't say it in so many words, about I refused to stop working on my ministry. My whole family hates my ministry, right? So if I went and I asked again for tampons, I would be told, please, even yesterday, this individual came back from wherever they were at and started telling me that don't switch my geyser on again. Like, what? In this, I'm tired of paying bills, and you are only, the geyser is only to be on once a day. So when they take, I bath in the evenings. When they shower during the day, I need to use whatever remnants of hot water remains from them. That's basically what they're saying, right? So I cannot ask anybody for grandpa. I can't ask anybody for comprol. Otherwise, I'm going to be told, positioning because YouTube. You're in this position where you have nothing at all because you're busy talking smack on YouTube. So I have to get a job. I have to get myself a job so I can buy my own tampons. So I don't get pregnant. Like, I am basically threatened and pressurized to drop my ministry, to get out of my ministry. They're not saying it in so many words, but they are saying, unless you ditch your ministry, you will not have tampons, not from me. You are not going to be getting painkillers, not from me. And you certainly are not going to be, you cannot, like, basically just anything I need. I'm told, if there's food, it's there. If there's no food, like, I can only use whatever is available. There's Wi-Fi, thank God. There's electricity, thank God. There's lukewarm water for me to shower with, thank God. There's largely, always bread in the table, in the bread bin, thank God. So I can eat, I've got basic needs, but far be it from me, Oliver, never before has a boy wanted more. Oliver, never before has a boy wanted more. Far be it from me, Oliver, for you to ask for anything above what it is that is the basic stuff. So, how about use the one that's in the bathroom, spray deodorant, use the one that's in the bathroom. But I promise you, painkillers, stuff gets hidden from me in this environment. Hidden, as in hide and seek. So when you're dealing with a person like that, and you've got the kind of pain that I have in your body, and you are trying to eradicate yourself from the sorrow of being told, and the conditions to work that job as somebody accept. They offered you a job, and apparently in order to work that job, you had to basically say goodbye to your ministry. In not so many words. YouTube. So a job came from underneath your feet, dragged out and left. It came and went. It did a drive-by shooting. You lost an opportunity as if though I even wanted that stupid job. Nile admin, I said I give but now I'm being threatened. And they're saying that I get shop. You don't want to stop with your gospel message. This is the mark of the beast, don't you see? Unless you worship Satan, you will not be able to buy or sell. That's what I'm being told. Or alternatively, you can go and sell yourself to an HIV positive man. You can go and send him an email. I don't know how many times I keep hearing Binaya Charlie Puth going on a loop in my head again. I'm only one call away. I am here to save the day. Superman got nothing on me. I'm only one call away. This is the sentiment of these satanic men that just call me and I'll be there. Superman got nothing on me. And I'm like, because I don't have tampons? Yeah, that's what my mom and my cousins and the whole family are basically saying. AIDS, schmates. HIV, schmHIV. Mulaza, schmulaza. ARV, schmayarv. PrEP, schmep. Homicidal intentions, schmomicidal intentions. Ex-gangster, schmex gangster. Try to kill you before, schmight to kill you before. Human sacrifice ritual, schmuman sacrifice ritual. Korobela, schmorobela. Yeah. Mamlambo, schmamlambo. Waloya, utawe, utubile magdagwane, ke satan. Hatsubi mudim. Banna bakaufel. They don't know God from a bar of soap. No God from a mama soap. Yeah. Gender-based violence, gender-based violence. Mpama clap, mpama slap. Yeah, so what? If it drop. So what? If it baselepe mumulaling. Ngaro se fat. So what? If he's gonna mow you to the ground and ride over your body 4 times to make sure you're dead. So what? If Lenjale is Oktubula for simply trying to walk out. So what? Because at the end of the day, he's only one call away. and he is here to save my day. And Superman got nothing on him. He's only one call away. Let's rehash that song actually. This is what these little buggers are singing. I'm only one call away, and I am here to be your Messiah and save your day. And Jesus Christ got nothing on me. I'm only one call away. Call me baby when you need tampons to holla at me when you need grandpa, let me know when your family's mistreating you, and I will have your back, 'cause I am Jesus Christ. I'm only one call away, and I am here to save your day. Oh, Jesus Christ got nothing on me. I'm only one call away, and I am here to be your Messiah today, 'cause Jesus Christ got nothing on me. I'm only one call away. And then I gotta go and write an email or respond to a direct message of a man that messed up with my life, ascertain that I get treated like this, and then just kind of replace Jesus with that filthy animal that's gonna put an axe on my neck. See, yes, these people can't do nothing but manifest demons in the climate of Christians, so he will be good to me for all of 5 seconds. I don't know how much God has used the beginnings of Pina Elia Destiny's Child bills to help me understand what was wrong by Totabana. Goes a little something like, at first we started out real cool, taking me places I ain't never been, but now you're getting comfortable and speaking to me like some kind of way. Don't care to read the Bible with me no more, and your money is all that you're waving around. You're trifling, ungodly, unchristian, Janus and Jambries, but silly me, why did I leave Jesus Christ for you? Paula, when times get hard, you're the one that's telling me that if it wasn't for you, I would be out on a limb ignoring Jesus Christ. Can you pay my bills? It appears all he can pay is my bills. But in terms of the sin debt being paid for him, nada. Don't know Christ more bar soap. Man that is violent. Try to kill me I don't know how many times, and he keeps on hurting my family to get to me. Making out of me a sin that is telling me I'm only one call away. Blom. Make like a flower. That song that I rewrote, yes, Sam Smith. Stay with me. It was exactly about this. Tests are true. I am God. I will help you stand. They will hurt something. They will try to hurt you, and cause your flame fan. Deep pain I've been set apart for your good works, but I will lay it on me so your heart won't burst. I'll help you. Stay with me, 'cause I'm all you need. This is love, I've set you free. My darling, you'll stay with me. I am God, I'm emotional. They don't read my good book, have no self-control. Deep works I've set up for your good works. Deep pain I've set for your good works, but I will lay it on me so your heart won't burst. I'll help you, stay with me. Basically, it's a song about how it is that God is gonna help me stay in him. Even when people take away basic needs like tampons, he's gonna lay the pain that is on my head on him so my heart won't burst. But I will lay it on me so your heart won't burst. I rewrote that music. That's what's good. I keep dreaming about me settling, never mind settling, but me walking away from Jesus because of things like, but why didn't you give me tampons? Why, when they cast all of these spells to take away from me basic necessities, you didn't block it? Why didn't you block it? That's the thing. Naked I came into this world, naked shall I leave. God gave and now God has taken away. Yet blessed be the name of the Lord. And all that he did, Job did not sin. So Suicide ideation, ruminating through the veins of a woman that is suffering like no man's business because people have set her up for so much failure, trying to force her to go and be with a man that is busy telling himself, and Jesus Christ got nothing on me. I'm only one call away. Call me baby when you need tampons. Come on. I gotta go mina nyokupelele indoda that's gonna give me ngulaza. A man that I'm gonna have to take him and his 20 kids, his ex-wife, his baggage, and all that random ungodliness in my stride. Because Jesus Christ ain't got nothing on him. He's only one call away. Far be it from me. Get behind me, Satan. Get behind me, Satan. Anyway, this alpha lipoic acid, right? I take it before dinner, with dinner actually. And I noticed that the little cramps that were pinching on me subsided, but I did not have enough. I felt maybe like it was a placebo effect, that I was trying to convince myself that, that they work. And so because I'm convincing myself that they're working, I'm feeling, less pain. But it's a placebo. They didn't make me sick, thank God. Because remember, they expired 2019 type thing. They didn't make me sick. I get a reduction of pain after taking those 2 pills. I go to bed early because I'm under the weather, Period pains will make you feel some kind of way. Early for me is like 3 a.m. I usually wait I'm awake all the way up until 6 in the morning. Just pray. I sleep, guys. Yes, it's 6:30. The writhing. When you get woken up, yeah, because the pain was that extreme. The pain was so extreme. I felt this backstreet abortion happening in my stomach like nothing else. The pain. I wake up at that time. I get out. I go and I ask my sister for painkillers. The same one that's always trying to interrupt my work. Tells me she doesn't have painkillers. I can't ask my mom. Go back still writhing. The pain is there. I'm like, my goodness, it really was a placebo effect. I was trying to convince myself, but this is the height. This is my first evening on my period. And now the clots are coming out. Those clumpy, coagulated clots are coming out. And that's the one that will make you feel like, you're dying. Like death warmed up. The kinds that will make you skip an exam. Yeah, I was in that mode now. I was in that situation now, and I did not know what to do with myself, and I was so emotional, and I was like, God, you've forsaken me. Why have you left me? I haven't felt like this since I was 15, since I was 16. This pain, these kinds of period pains that mow me to the ground. I'm already going through so much. I can take physical pain in my body when there are no emotional issues. But now I'm also suffering. I'm in pain. Why didn't you enable a donation, anything, something to enable me to buy my own tampons, something to enable me to buy Compral, Panado, something, so that when my period comes, I'm set. Why? And I'm out here looking at God. And all that's going in my mind at the same time as I'm busy complaining and grumbling to God is, I'm only one call away. I am here to save the day. Jesus Christ got nothing on me. I'm only one. I keep hearing that Charlie Puth song going, understanding exactly what it is suggesting. Men in the occult being like, just take my offer. Stop being so stubborn. Plus, walk away from Jesus. You ain't got jack. You're on me. I'm the one here that is going to provide for you. Men who will literally set you up for failure. Hegelian dialectic. Pull the rug underneath your feet. Destroy your family so they can come and rescue you. Except that's going to be the same guy that's riding over your body 3 times after he's already killed you. Because he's that freaking violent. Yeah, but I gotta go call that guy. And I'm like, Lord, look at what is happening around. I've been thrown to worms, snakes, and tigers, lions, do you understand? By women. Women have thrown me to the matotalawa. Women of which are gonna go and trend hashtag in my next, hashtag GBV, hashtag all men are trash once I've passed away. Once a man has put an X on my neck, decapitated me, and my body been found in 2 different parts of the same, bush. And then people are like, this gender-based violence must stop. With there being evidence of sexual abuse, with there being evidence of physical abuse, perimortem abuse on my body, bruises that were there days before the final day that I did die. Cause of death, what is this? Sharp force trauma to the neck. Exsanguination, blood. Yeah, Lomfazona was murdered brutally, but in the run-up to, she had bruises all over her body. It was clear. And then when they do an autopsy, inside, there is internal hemorrhaging. There's internal bleeding because I've been this person has only lashed against itafole. But in the run-up to, my own mom would have refused to buy me tampons. My own mom would have refused to buy me painkillers. I'm a panado. My own cousin would have freaking refused to give me a job in order to force me and now here it is that a woman whose 2 body parts was found. Disembodied is this lady, decapitated in Kogoyake. And the body is found over there, the hand is found over there, and there are a whole bunch of perimortem wounds all over her body, evidencing that in the run-up to her passing away, but he's only one call away. I am here to save the day. Superman got nothing on that bugger. Super Jesus Christ ain't got nothing on him. Except he dies for me, right? That I might live. But that dude is busy killing me. That he might get undue favor. Ayotaya Tanje, umfazi that does not belong to him because, Superman got nothing on him. Ain't nobody got nothing on Spider-Man, ain't got nothing on him. Superman ain't got nothing on him. Like, how on any superhero action figure that got nothing on him, and especially not Jesus Christ? They're trying to make me walk away from Jesus. They want me, but that's the thing. The whole moral of this message is, when you suffer like Nja, you don't suffer because Christ has abandoned you. Oftentimes, you suffer because humanity, despite being given instruction by Jesus Christ, has seen fit to ignore your cry. It's getting dark here. Let me go get the power bank and walk outside. Yeah, I'm outside. My phone battery's quite low. I'm probably gonna have to finish this message inside anyway. But the pain that I was feeling, I apologize for being distracted. The pain that I was... One second. Okay, I have to see my screen because it was all blurry. The pain that I was feeling in the evening while I slept. Oh no, ish. That's not what I was trying to do. Yeah, okay. It's back to charging again. The pain that I was feeling while I was sleeping was extreme. It was just really extreme. It felt as if though the alpha lipoic acid was not working. So I concluded that it must have been a placebo. So I go in the house, I ask for painkillers. My sister says she doesn't have. Can't ask my mom. So I go back and I just decide to, before asking my sister if she has any painkillers. I'm sorry for the wind. Before asking Usiswam if she's got any painkillers, before asking her if she has any painkillers, I had made so I had taken 2 of these pills, right? And sat around for like maybe 15 minutes, waiting to see if the pain subsides or whatever. Nothing. It was just quiet, as in the pain was not going down, but what was yelling at me, what was screaming at me like an infant was the pain. So that's when I asked for the painkillers. Nothing gives. Nobody nobody comes through for me in that particular regard. Alright? I'm all disquieted. The sooner I get out of the complex, the better. Because then the glare that is behind is not going to be yawning at you anymore. Okay? So the pain, I'm often so uncomfortable, because of all this movement, all this activity. Okay. Yeah. Alright. Okay, cool. I'm past a certain point now. I can comfortably just start to chat. Yeah. I tell myself that, what do you call this? Yeah, so I tell myself, what of this pain, it'll subside. No, yeah, it doesn't subside. I'm sorry, I'm distracted, as you can tell. The pain does not subside. I ask for painkillers, nothing gives. I go back in the place where I sleep. I roll around in there. And I roll around, I decide to take... No, I don't decide to take anything. I roll around in there, feeling sorry for myself, saying, but like, God, why have you forsaken me? All these different thoughts are going through my mind. While that Sonia Charlie Puth is just going and going and going. With basically satanic suggestions saying, you could always drop an email to that Menace in America. You could always, yeah. And then, yes, like it. Anyway, I then pine and complain. I lament to God. And as I'm busy feeling sorry for myself, and low-key even suicidal, like, this can't be my life. I can't just keep living like this. As I'm busy feeling that sorry for myself, okay, I start to notice that the pain is not as bad anymore, right? I start to notice that the pain has subsided. It's still there, but it is better. And that's when I was like, okay, no, it wasn't a placebo. it wasn't a placebo, but why only after? Because I had taken 2 of those pills before sleeping, right? I was like, why only after 3.5 hours? Usually when you take a grandpa or a panado or whatever, what do you call this? Your period pains will be gone for like 8 hours, like 7 to 8 hours, right? You don't need to take pills every 4 hours or whatever. 8 hours is usually the stretch when I take a regular over-the-counter pain med, alright? So in any given 24-hour cycle, I tend to only need to take it twice, maybe 3 times if it gets really bad, if I have to be woken up in the middle of the night to take it, but largely it's about twice that I would take the analgesic, right? So for me to have to just keep popping has never really been an issue. I'd never had to do that type establishment thing. Let me go in the opposite direction now because I don't want to go too far out. Yeah, I start to notice, remember I had taken the pills before I went to go and ask my sister. I had taken the pills. I start to notice that the pain is subsiding. I then realized that it wasn't a placebo. I realized it wasn't a placebo and that it was actually working to eradicate pain, but it was not leaving me fast enough. The pain was not leaving my body fast enough. But then the question that I was asking was 3.5 hours. It's not enough time. 3.5 hours is not enough time. Do you understand what I'm saying? Why? Because it woke me up. Like I woke up after like after 3 hours of sleeping. That's when I woke up writhing in like a severity of pain. Okay, and I'm like, okay, so this thing is effective, but it doesn't last for as many hours as a regular analgesic would work. And it only takes away like half my pain. It doesn't take it all away, because with grandpa, for instance, you won't feel that you're on your period, right? You won't have the period pains at all. The pain goes all together. I was happy to have even half the pain, because it's better to have half than all of it, all right? So I was content with half the pain, but not all of it. Like don't hit me with all of it. Tab setup thing. I noticed that I needed to take this every 3 hours instead of every 8 hours. And I had taken 2 pills, right? Even though the recommended dosage was 1 twice a day. I then take these 2, the pain subsides again. I notice that it's not a placebo. So because I realize it's not a placebo, I see that, okay, I actually have a way out here. There is actually a solution, Lana, in me using this in order to eradicate my period pains. But then something tells me, because I was in the clotting phase, right? Something tells me, take it again, take another one. So about 20 minutes after taking the initial 2 pills, I made a decision to take another 2. And then guys, I slept like a baby from about like 7 a.m. in the morning, because it was around 6:30 in the morning when it woke me up with all that pain. I slept like a baby all the way. I had to force myself to get out of bed at around 12:30 in the afternoon. I had to force myself to vuga. I went to bed at around 3 a.m. in the morning, was woken up with all this pain at 6:30, returned to bed to lie down with mild pain. It was no longer so extreme at around, let me check to see if my battery is still okay. Yeah, I woke up at around, I went back to sleep at around 7, and I had to drag myself to wake up from around 12:30 in the afternoon, because I slept like a baby. And while I was sleeping, when I was waking up, right, in the afternoon at around 12:30, I noticed there was no pain at all in my body, like no, zero, as in nothing, nada. I had gone to bed being told by some silly song singing that a man is my solution, that I can't live like this, it's too hard. Like when they put you in a position to suffer so wealthily, so richly, and then you must feel safe in the climate of Indotenjana. That's what men abatwele are like, and that's what the women who help them are like. They will literally expect you to do something so freaking unreasonable as be with a man that's tried to kill you like 10 times. Try to kill you, got a death spell 10 times. A man 20 times. A man that has dragged your body in traffic. You survive, you go to hospital, they want you to get back together with that. That's how crazy people in the occult are. They're like a really bad case of period pains. They are mentally ill. Like in the worst way. They are literally mentally ill. They will try to make you reconcile with a boyfriend that is obviously going to put you in the grave. Ungani that claims ukuthi uyakuthanda. Bese recommend ukuthi either get back with your ex that's done that to you, or do nothing for you until you have no other choice but to call that ex. Also, but they will leave you out on a limb, like women thoroughly refusing to buy you pads, tampons during your season of unemployment. Abafazi that don't want to help you get imaprodol during your period so you can get painkillers for it. Bazokutshela ukuthi Themba's willing to give them to you. Themba wa tengi a ke tsebe go tlapile hai kae. Themba wa tengi a ke tsebe how many times he has spoken smack to you and about you. Themba wa tengi has cheated. Themba wa tengi once gave you chlamydia and gonorrhea. This time around, it's going to be HIV. You took antibiotics the first time, wafola. The itch left. Now, you're going to be on ARVs for the rest of your life. Uthemba is a rotten apple. Kodwa, lamba tagati, they will force you to yubuyela na Uthemba. They will literally stand back, labafaz, and hope ukuthi, out of desperation, utlofonela munna that once left you for dead on the side of the street, that put you in a dustbin, actually stay there on Zogdubul, and you had to walk home smelling like rottenness. Because but transportation, like that kind of abuse. And your friends will stand back. They call themselves your friends. Women, women will literally stand back and do nothing. Because that's jealousy. When jealousy is rearing its ugly head like that, in a sense, they have no ration, guys. They've got no reason. They will literally throw you in the hands of indota. And the reason why I'm saying that is because there was a story like that back in the day. Go Power Park, where some dude threw his girlfriend mohara one of the dustbins to the public, and in front of everybody that was watching, in front of a black culture, in front of abantu, y'all, and people will do nothing. And this chick, she was begging, she was like, please don't hurt me, and this dude is like, he was like, if you dare come out of this dustbin, and she had to stay in that bin. She had to stay in that bin. Guys, it was like maybe 45 minutes to an hour that chick was in the bin. She couldn't come out. Abantu basaba, music is going boo, boo, boo. Music is going boo, boo, boo. People are just watching the spectacle. That level of gender-based violence, black women will take it in their stride and ask a woman that has endured that, walked home from Power Park to Pinville, Busigu, facing the risk of rape, and then 2-3 weeks down the line, Themba Wakona is going to ask for love back. But no, girl, you've been together for 4 years. That was a mistake, forgive you. Next time, uzomdubula without even putting her in a dustbin. Like indota that has got a history of that kind of gender-based violence. Black women will be out here expecting as a woman to go back into a situation like that. They then go and say the hashtag am I next, hashtag gender-based violence, hashtag all men are trash, hashtag they basically say they put women in a position to suffer under them. They say hypocritically later the same chickens will then say they contribute to the mutiny against women's lives. If mama can refuse tampon, if a cousin can watch a cousin yake is so like banna ba bodiling ba tshirianeng and a cousin ya teng e ke tshire if a woman can do that, guys, what's going to protect you when as umfazi uzovikelwa yini when as umfazi utlo protectwa ke eng when as mosadi? What is going to protect you? Why go ele estopile ha ke batle nna ho tlo boa. Okay, it's like an Uber. Okay, who's going to protect you? Ladies, no, please, let's have a discussion. Who in the world is going to protect you against other women, black women, especially in the black community? Who is going to protect you from the insanity in the black community of putting Abafazi in so much harm's way that only at the date of a funeral are abantu prepared to say Lamatota Bolil? But in the run-up to, the signs were glaring. They were yawning that this person is in danger. This woman is in danger. If your father and your mother forsake you, Jesus got your back. If all you have is Christ. But because they think they're bigger than him. They're like Ike Turner. Like if these men were physically to have access to me, I promise you, I'm a blue eye, like Scarface. Se ke tlo bona mosadi o etswang sebotho ke taba hore she stays with a man o ntse mo trap. A man that keeps on beating her up, and so she ends up is sebotho, but she used to be pretty. Nka be ke le sebotho by now. Ntja ena e tlo ntshenya sefatlhego. O na tlo nkaba ka mabotlolo a beer mo sefatlhegong. I was gonna die at his hands, but not first before ngibe isibotho. Ngibuyele endlini ka wami ngiyisibotho, ubuhle bami bonke buthathiwe. All of my beauty gone because nna ke jola le ntja etsheganeng. They can't keep his hands off a woman. Oh loyang, oh what is this? O tshwele. O na le mamlambo. Wa insista, o nanyetse, o batla go divorce mosadi wa teng for wena. Just force, man. Coercion. Abafazi are trying to get me to settle. And they don't care ukuthi ngisetla nobani. They are just waiting to say hashtag am I next. They are waiting to say hashtag gender-based violence. They would have thrown me in the arms of Inotebole Ganjalo. And then they have the brazen audacity, you go trender, hashtag in, hashtag whatnot. Hojwalo mo South Africa, hojwalo. Basadi ba tloelwa fela ke basadi ba bang. Hore kaofela re lo khumbayara, kaofela re lo ba re able to relate. Le taba re nyetse banna ba dibotho, re nyetse dikere, la nkutlwa. Re nyetse dilepe. Re nyetse dintja, man. Re nyetse dintja. They are happy nje fela ubuyo ba able to relate. Nendaba yokuthi sonke sinamadoda athwele imamlambo. Bayathakatha left and right, basidlisela amakorobela, basinikeza ingqulaza sonke nje. We must kumbaya with each other. That's all they are content with. Kwamele sonke sibe able to relate with each other so that no one is alone in this. Except ke mango tlhokafala, ke mango fofurwang mona who is being pulverized, ke basadi, ke rona. Nna jwanong ha ke rakile again, ke a tlogelwa, ke be le di-period pains tsa mhlapa, ke a tlogelwa, ke be ke hunter for di-tampon mo ga dieta, ke a tlogelwa, ke be ke lo founela monna o se kileng ang raba tsa ka dimpama tsa di-death spell tse ka ke tsebe mara hey, apparently Superman got nothing on him. They're like a proper only one call away. When are we ever going to be okay? Gender-based violence in the black community is freaking ridiculous. Precisely because nithandi mithi man la lawyer. Basadi ba teng ba lawyer, bana ba teng ba lawyer, bana ba teng ga ba gola inevitably ba tlo lawyer. Ba tshwana le ba futse bo batswadi ba teng. Bana ba lo futsa batswadi kankane because then no one, it appears, escapes the screen. Wonke umuntu nje lana kaqina ke na maitseo. So kwamele thina siyobhoda ngoba apparently we are victims of our own circumstances. Sizelwe in certain families, sizelwe singabantu abamnyama, so asinama choice. As black women kwamele nje sithathe gender-based violence in our stride. Ngihlala ngicomplain, hashtag am I this, hashtag am I that, kodwa ngenzi anything for the cause of abafazi benu. Bona hore ke tshere ke khurumeditswe ga botlhoko ga kakang mo hara mokoti ke up and dark wa nkutlwa, up and dark into a hole, a ditch by banna ba nang le tšhelete ba kgonang go phola di-strings. Ba nketse YouTube channel, basadi ba ne ba re bang tlo go offer mosebetsi ba rescindile. Job offer ya teng, they've rescinded it. Now ke dutse mona, I'm unemployed and I'm being told ukuthi yazi nkarabo uzoskena amagroza ePick n Pay noma uhlaka nphila sinandaba or uzowathatha lama tampon from lendoda le egravazile before sekhe yaktrapa ikhe yaklahle dustbin ni yakulethela isibhamu yathi you are not going to get out or aku just go jumper nka go oil mo frying paneng aku umese aphethe umese or athoris tune. I've seen these things like that violence in the black community. One chick was told to keep jumping up and down on the spot or kokhutunya. And this chick just kept on having to hop, jump. Because then Dota was threatening to keep on beating her and maybe even stab her to death in front of people that did nothing. That's just the violence in the black community. Nike also lo hop up and down and kare ke mo frying panning. Ke monna o tsherane o tsubilang matekwane a satane. Wa korobela. Nna tshwantse ke lonka anything abang offerang yona because I kena next. Umfazi o hlakaniphile, umfazi omuhle, umfazi ofundile, umfazi o godly, an inspirational God-fearing woman. Utshelwa ukuthi uzo hop up and down like oil on a frying pan. Because I say so. Kuthiwa jump karabo. And I must say how high. Because abafazi abafuna ukungisiza, this filter is starting to look really gangster because letsatsi se le tiketse jwanong, so let me go kontlong. Mara ke situation e ke shebana le yona eo guys. That is the scenario that I'm gawking at, and frankly I'm in danger. Ke mo kotsing ha ke na taba botle. Grel shapo hore one second.